right? And the need for growth and the need to meet these obligations so high. In his opinion, they are using methods which are not sustainable, which is basically easy monetary policy, right? At the same time, I mean, if I were Yellen, I would justify these interest rates because the purpose of my mandate is maximum employment and controlled inflation. So as long as inflation is below 2%, right, and there is employment growth, then why the hell should I raise interest rates? So never in the world have you seen such easy monetary policy and such low inflation. So I think all this brings out a big manner of uncertainty according to me. Third thing is, was you had a bull market now for 35 years, right? I think in my opinion, I bought Crystal shares because Mark Faber said that 17% of the US economy or GDP was financial services. In India, it was 6%. If there ever was a company which will grow with financial services growth in India, it would be Crystal, according to me. But now, again, in America, financial services is coming to 17-18% of GDP. The German bund is minus 25 basis points. It is predicted in the consensus is that earnings growth and sales will grow down by 5% in China. China has got huge unused steel and cement capacity, right? So I don't understand the boom comes in China when the economy is dwindling, when the earnings are going down, the markets didn't go up when the profits are going up. You have huge retail participation. You have negative interest rates. You have a 35-year-old bull market. You have economic situation in the world which you've never seen. So this gives me a very feeling of uneasiness. But how is this going to happen? And what's going to happen is unpredictable. And I don't think that you can keep on raising asset values just on the basis of interest rates. I mean, you are forced to invest in assets today because I'm told deposit rates in Singapore are 0.20 basis points. If you want to have a deposit in Swiss francs, you get negative interest rates. So what I'm basically pointing out is that we had a 33-year-old bull market in financial assets or in all assets, right? I don't know how long this party can continue. There is uncertainty, there's no question about it. I feel it could continue for the next 10 years and it could blow up in the next 12 months also. We don't know. And Stanley Druckenmiller made a very, there's a note, if you have a Bloomberg, you go and beautifully written that in 2004, the real crisis of 2008 started when 2004, even after the US economy started growing, Mr. What was his name? He did not raise interest rates, which finally led to the subprime crisis, right? And see, there is a lot of belief, and especially this generation has never seen a real bear market. They presumed, the last Ben Bernanke said that there will never be housing crisis in America because housing prices have never come down in America. So we cannot believe that which has never happened is never going to happen. I don't know, I get this dirty feeling that this party in financial assets may not last for very long. Somebody said difference between investing and trading. Well, I trade myself, but I can tell you one thing. If 10 lakh trade, 9,99,900 say they made money. And 9,99,900 are lying. 990 say they make money, 90 have made, 9,99,900 are lying. Let me tell you. And you will say, आप सट्टा करते हैं हमको मना करते हैं हमारे डैडी विस्की पीते थे हमको मना करते हैं. Don't forget that. So the question is, see, what is trading? You are trying to get a return on capital. What are you doing? Trading, you are leveraging capital. No? If you have 1, you are trying to take a position of 100. So, sir, I think there are very few people who are lucky enough to be able to do that on a consistent basis. And then greed overtakes you and you cannot take a loss. First, if you take a loss, it's too big, right? So I don't know. I think there could be a lot of skillful traders. But I would advise trading नहीं करेंगे तो ज़्यादा सुखी रहेंगे. Because see, as I explained, what are you trying to do in trading? You are trying to get a return on capital. You are trying to use capital, which is 10 to 15 to 20 times your own capital. Right? And what happens? अभी तो NSE margin share में भी ले लेता है. So what happens? You're not using capital, only the cash margin matters. Then you lose money, you have to sell the shares. So as a rule, I would say don't trade. Of course, and even if you want to trade, remember one thing, 3 principles only. Have a broad idea of direction, don't be an expert. Right? Know what to stake and know when to take a loss.